So, dear student, today we'll be dealing some concepts, okay, which are very important for the quantum mechanics. So it'll be very easy for you to understand. Let me just share screen. Yes. So the moment we see the symbol psi, correct, our interest only will be gone for studying. Correct or not? So again, this is a wave function. So I'll try to explain you in a very simple manner. So don't think like a physics what session. If we think like a physics session, then we are not going to understand anything in this. So it's very easy. Okay. So I'll try to explain in a very simple way. So let's take, assume that we are in a classroom of around 60 students. Okay. So just like we have the light over here, no? Correct. 60 students are there. And if I just switch off the light here, anyway, I'm on it, but I'm telling you about what if I'm switching off the light. Then let's assume one of my student is there. His name is Garu. Okay. He is sitting somewhere in the back bench or something. Correct. Out of 60 students, I have some idea, but I don't know where he's sitting. Correct. Sometimes he'll be sitting in that position, but if the lights are off, the students can interchange the position also. Correct. So suppose if Garv is interchanging the position from last bench to, let's take the first bench. Or if he's sitting in the first bench, he's going to the last bench. Okay, I got some idea. So which means 40% I can say that, okay, Garv is sitting in the last bench now. Most probably he'll be sitting in the first bench, some probability I have. Okay, so the probability map of the classroom is nothing but what? The psi, the wave function. As you can see here, the heading, right? The wave function. The probability map of the classroom is our wave function. So let's take in a quantum term. The particle is there, right? That is a student. And the wave function is nothing but what? The seating probability. Listen carefully. The student is nothing but in terms of quantum. Student is nothing but the particle. Okay. And where the student is sitting, the seating probability is nothing but our wave function. So seating probability in, I told you in the normal layman term, right? When we speak, correct, where Garv can sit, maybe last bench 40% chance, first bench 40. He can change anywhere because the lights are off. Correct? Yeah. Okay. So you can ask me one question. What happens if the lights are on? If the lights are on means I can directly see where Garv is sitting. So the wave function will fully collapse. So until I switch on the light, Garv can sit anywhere in the classroom. Anywhere he can sit. If he want, he can sit in the first, second, third, or even he can go outside the classroom also. Okay. But if I switch on the light, then that will not work out. So full wave function collapses. That time Garv cannot go here and there. He has to be in one position. Okay, so this is the meaning of psi function, first thing. Then let me see, there is something called, yeah, before going to superposition, there is something called normalization. Okay, normalization is nothing but simple thing, normal only. Normal thing, which means A plus A complement is equal to what? 1. A plus A complement is equal to what? 1. The total probability should be equal to what? 1. That is nothing but the normalization. In the sense, I can't say that what 50 percentage of the back bench students and 60% of the middle bench students plus some 40 percentage of the front bench student. So it will come around 150 percentage. So it's not equal to 1. So those things I can't do it. So that is the reason. Can you see here the, I'll just zoom out here, zoom in. Yeah, wait. I'll just mark it with a highlighter, I think so, if it is available. Yeah. this one, psi square, this is equal to what? This is what I was trying to tell. Psi square is equal to 1. This is called a normalization thing. Okay, in the sense, student must exit somewhere in the classroom, not outside. Then coming to the superposition of wave function. So superposition of wave function also, I'll tell you in a very simple term. So let's assume I'm taking the class. Maybe the first bench students will be studying because they're in front of me, correct? Uh, but let's take that the middle bench students. Sometimes they'll be texting using the phone, correct? Last bench students, they might be sleeping, correct? So a student has got all the three possibilities. Okay, in the sense, if I'm going and checking the student, at once they will have only one possibility. Which is that possibility? Either they'll be sleeping, studying, or texting on the phone. So the reality check is only one thing will appear. Everything cannot appear in the same. Sleeping, studying, and texting can't appear at the same time. So this is the idea behind what? The superposition of wave function. Okay, then we got, let me check. Schrodinger's catenary already I would have told in another session. Yes. Then I can see something called expectation value and operator. Okay, operator meaning in the real time, I'll tell you how to relate because if you by heart, everything will be gone now. The only way to study this is if you compare to a real time thing. So as a student, let's take when I'm giving an exam. Okay, so they need what? Answer sheet. Correct. A student will write everything with the pen. They'll write down each and everything in the pen. Correct. Until a teacher evaluates, the student doesn't know how much marks he get. Correct. So he who is giving the marks? The teacher. The teacher is giving the marks. So the teacher is what? The operator. And your answer sheet is there, right? This is the wave function. And how much ever you write, that only you'll get right. That is nothing but the observables. Okay. So if I take physics, momentum operator, you can see here the P, the momentum operator, right? Correct? So it what? Checks the speed of the writing. Energy operator, evaluating marks. Position operator. So saying that no two students are seated in the same arrangement. Yes. And then there is something called, let me see, the energy operator. Yeah, it's here. Whatever I told, it is just there, both the operators thing. So as I told you regarding the observables and everything, right? Don't get confused with that. Observables meaning the position, the momentum, correct energy, the spin, all of those things. Then comes our next topic, expectation values. Expectation values again. Suppose if a student write the same test. Okay, I'm giving one test paper to a student. He's writing same test 100 times. Every time his mark is between what 60, 61, 62, 63, something like that. Sometimes he's getting 58 also. Correct? So his level is about what? 60 marks. That is the expectation level. So which means in physics term, the quantum mechanics is there, no? It predicts what the average result, not the exact one. In the sense at 100 times, it just predicts what the average result, not the exact one. That is the more expectation value. So think about this expectation value in the sense if you're writing same test 100 times, one time I'm getting 60, other time 61, 62, 63. Sometimes I'm getting 59. Same test. But I'm not getting the actual value, right? That is quantum mechanics. So it will not give you the actual value. It will only give you what? An average predicted value. That's it. Then there is something called uncertainty principle. That I think everyone knows it. Let me see whether it is here. Del x dot del p greater than del h by 2. I think it should be there somewhere. Yes. You can zoom in here. Del x dot del p greater than h by 2. Again, how to remember this also I'll tell you. Suppose a student is writing very fast. His handwriting will become messy. Okay, not the Lionel Messi, just a mess. Okay, just taking the lighter sessions, the class. So if a student is writing very, very fast, they'll scribble it down, right? Correct. But when a student is writing very, very slowly, then his handwriting will become what? Neatly. So fast and handwriting very neat. That can't happen. Just like that here, what? The position and momentum, we cannot determine at the same time. We cannot have it perfectly. We cannot determine the position as well as momentum of particle at a perfect time. Just like we can't have a very good handwriting by writing very, 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 very fast, like a Ferrari. We can't have that thing. Okay, so that is the meaning of this. Okay. Then there is a term called wave packet. What is it? Wave packet. So wave packet is nothing but let's assume that we are sleeping in our room at night. Sometimes at midnight, 12 o'clock or 12:30, we might hear a very big what? The bike sound of the bike. Correct? Coming from far away to near. So in the sense, sometimes it may be outside our building, so location is unknown. Correct? But once it is approaching towards our building, that bike, then we will know the identify the exact position. So that localized region where we identify the bike sound is nothing but what the wave position. Oh, sorry, not the wave position, the wave packet. Then there is something called qubit. Okay. So qubit is nothing but let's take a classical example to identify qubit. Because if I take again keep physics language, we will not be able to understand that much. I'll toss a coin. If I toss a coin, either I'll get a head or a tail. Okay, I'll get what? Either a head or a tail. That's a classical thing, right? In qubit, if I'm tossing the coin in air, what is happening? Both head and tail are occurring. It is spinning. One is head, the other is tail, correct? Yes, that is my quantum bit or qubit in the air. The normal thing till we study, we can only have 50% head and 50% tail. But for qubit, we can have it both at the same time. And when I catch it, we get only a single result, either a head or a tail respectively. So that spinning coin is nothing but what? Qubit. So relate like this to learn about. Okay, so one Kutti story I'll tell you. Okay, so a small story, uh, but it can be good or bad. That I can't guarantee you. See, for example, if it is in a quantum world, the students behave like what particles in dark classroom. Correct? So before I look, they are everywhere at once. So the wave function is nothing but what? The probability map. The probability map. The moment I observe, the reality is created. And one more thing, what I told you, the nature is what kind of probabilistic. So whatever the physics only predicts the average value, not the exact one. Okay, so that's the reason the quantum computer will give you all the possibilities of work that can be done, not only one. You got the point. Every type of work, not only just one thing they will give you multiple things. Just like in the Google or in any other website, if you're typing something, it will give multiple results, right? That is due to this qubit only. It's not giving us one search answer, it's giving multiple things. That is a small story for you to remember. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so I hope the class was enjoyable. Thank you.